Wait for it to load in.
Okay, we are live for our very first test broadcast for the Vigilante Racing League recruitment race at Talladega. Just finished up season one, going into season two. This is a test broadcast. This is only a test, and if it doesn't shake out right, or if some stuff's not, if it's wonky, we're just trying to work through some things. My name is Ricky Wittenberg. I am one of the Vigilante drivers, and tonight I will be your broadcaster. Just testing some things out. We may do some dirt races for our league, and I was wanting to see if I could get a handle on it to maybe help Dustin really out and broadcast some of our VRL dirt races coming up here in the next month or so. And tonight, joining me in the booth, I have got one guy that needs no introduction as a vigilante. He is America's racer. He is the world's racer. He is Albert Anderson. Albert.
Hey, Ricky, how you doing? Good to be here. Happy to be here on this very first broadcast of yours, this test broadcast, and I'm looking forward to the race and looking forward to contribute just a touch.
I hope so, man. And what we're going to do right now is we're closing in on the end of practice. And Josh Bittner, just going to send it. Josh is going to be joining us soon. He'll be the pit reporter. And he's actually monitoring the YouTube broadcast to see if this is actually going out correctly, since this is our first ever try at it. So what we're going to do is go and show some of the practice highlights here. You see Jonathan Osborne on my screen here in practice. I've got a live ticker up of the practice standings. Practice is almost over. They're running in a pack there. It looks like we got about 34 guys in here tonight, Albert. So a lot of names that we know from Vigilante and some guys that we don't. And it'll be interesting to see how the VRL regulars fare, because Talladega is definitely a track that you never know what's going to happen.
Oh, absolutely. I'm looking at the practice stats now. Kelly Keel is at the top of the charts with a 50.984, which is a blistering fast lap. Newcomer Dale Adamson, he's fourth with a 51 something or another. The screen flipped on me. But very familiar names up there, a couple of new names that may be joining us next season. And it should be quite an event and quite a season coming up.
It definitely should, and we are in qualifying. And one thing that I realized is the way the way I joined the race here, I can't actually see the cars qualify, so that's probably not great. So there we go, my first technical difficulty that I just realized, since I joined the race as a competitor, I can't actually watch somebody else qualify. So that will be one thing that we work on in the future. We will abreast you of the qualifying times. Like you said, Kelly Keel was on the top of the charts for practice. And anytime you think of restrictor plate racing, Kelly Keel is one of the guys that holds the wheel better than anybody at a plate track, maybe the best pusher in Vigilante outside of Simon Regis and Dustin Riley. Those three come to mind when I think of pushers on plate tracks.
Absolutely. I'm looking at Kelly Keel now, coming off of pit road, about to take his first lap. He looks really steady. Like I commented earlier, he had a really fast practice speed that was probably in a pack, I'm sure. But it'll be really interesting to see what kind of speed he puts down in qualifying after being first in practice.
Yeah, and a lot of times at Talladega, qualifying is not the be-all, end-all of importance. But when you're in a recruiting race and we've got a bunch of guys that we may not be familiar with here, you're going to have some trepidation, I guess you could say, on racing some guys you don't know. So if you could be near the front, near some friendly fire, it's probably better than taking the chance in the back of the pack.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, at Talladega, if you can get around some guys that you know, some guys that you race with week in and week out, you know what to anticipate out of these guys. You know how they race. You know who's going to be aggressive, who's not going to be aggressive, versus getting involved or into a group where you don't know the people. It causes a lot of unsteadiness. Qualifying times are starting to coming in hot and fast. So far, Vincent Short is at the top of the charts right now with a 55.750. I'm sure that's going to change soon.
Yeah, well, you never know. I mean, it might be a pretty sporty lap for. I don't know if the guys are running high on the first lap and low the second lap here at Talladega. I didn't practice this for this race, so I'm not sure what the move is. Usually, I know at Daytona we ran the first lap was our fastest, so you wanted to get at the first lap. So I don't know what the situation is here at Talladega. I do see that a good friend, vigilante and supporter Greg Dobson, who's not able to race with us due to work commitments on Wednesday nights, is here tonight. And right now, Greg Dobson, our Canadian buddy driving the Aquaman Toyota, has put it in second position so far.
Really, really good to see Greg Dobson out here. I haven't been able to run with Greg in a long time. When I first got started iRacing, he was one of the first friends I made on the server. And he's a veteran, and I'm hoping to see a lot more out of him. Currently, he's second place now with a 55.759, which is a really stout lap. Vincent Short still at the top of the charts with a 55.750, and it looks like just about everybody is qualified. So
Yeah,
Vincent may be able to hang on to that pole position.
yeah, that looks like it may hold up. It's a good lap. I know some other guys that's not vigilantes that we're familiar with. Jarrett Woodard, we've raced with him quite a bit. Jarrett's a good guy up north of the border. Maybe him and Greg will do the Canadian connection tonight and try to go to the front. He's sixth so far. Ryan Nicoletta, I believe we've raced with him from time to time. He's currently in eighth.
Yeah, another name I see up there that we're familiar with is Lee Tidwell.
Oh yeah,
Uh, yeah, he's been in some races before in different leagues. So there's a couple of guys that are joining us here tonight that some of the vigilante guys have raced with before in the past. It'll be interesting to see the outcome.
yeah, and I know he's near the bottom of the charts right now. I see Dion Jones is 26th out of 27, but for restrictor plate racing, Dion Jones is always a factor, and I think he'll be coming through the pack.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely. A lot of these guys are consciously deciding not to qualify, to start at the back, hoping that a wreck will happen, thin the herd a little bit, and they'll be there at the end of the race.
Absolutely. And I know that Jess Vaught, league president in the race, he'll probably be making announcements to the drivers soon here for the drivers meeting. But I do believe, unless something has changed, that they were going unlimited fast repairs tonight. They're going to try to wave around people, no incident limit. So it's not quite like our vigilante races. They're going to be a little more lenient, but we hope to see clean racing and guys maybe be a little more patient than we saw at our race at Daytona last week in Vigilante. But Talladega is a little bit wider, a little more room to race three wide, so maybe they can get away with it tonight.
I would assume that at some point early on, some guys are going to push it three wide. There's some guys that are in here that are going to be a little bit more aggressive, some guys that we don't race with on a normal basis. I don't have any issue at all seeing that those guys really pushing the limit. Some of the smarter guys are going to try to stay out of trouble, but this is going to get crazy fast and in a hurry, I do believe.
More than likely it will. Other guys we've not mentioned, our league champion, one Mr. Tim Pope, racing out of North Kakalaka. He is in 10th position right now in the 728. Tim Pope's always strong no matter where we go. I mean, we could probably have a race on Mars and had never been there, and he'd figure out the gravity and the yaw and the car in 3 or 4 seconds, and we'd all be smoked.
I would be willing to imagine if we were racing Mars rovers, Tim Pope would take first place.
Yeah.
After a couple of laps around the Mars planet, yeah, he would be in first place. And a big, big, big congratulations to him for winning the Vigilante Championship, sealing the deal last night at Daytona in spectacular fashion. Way to go, Tim.
Now, we do have a third man in the booth tonight, and he's been very quiet so far, and it's because I have asked him to see if the broadcast is working correctly, and I want to see if he's actually in here with us now. Josh Bittner, are you here? Are you with us?
Yes, my hard card actually got ripped to shreds at the entrance to pit road. They thought it was a fake, so I had to go back, print another one out, but I found a way to measle myself into the booth. Broadcast sounds pretty good so far, at least until I started talking.
Security!
Yeah.
Security!
Should be a fun race. Oh, I'm probably going to get tackled soon enough. They don't want me in this booth.
All right, so what we're going to have Josh do during the race is, I know that a lot of the guys are guest drivers here for Vigilante, so they're not in our Discord, but we do have some of our regulars in the Discord. So every once in a while, Josh may be bouncing up to the other channel and talking to some of our drivers and getting some thoughts on what's going on, and coming back here and relaying the information to Albert and I, and seeing what kind of strategies they may play out over this. I believe we're a 75 lap race tonight, I think is what it was set at. So
yes,
plenty of time to maneuver yourself through the field, find some friends, and try to have a good race here tonight.
Another driver that's really, really new to the Vigilante series, a guy that I've known in my personal life for a long time, Russell Endicott, trying to make an impression tonight. In practice, his time was 52.150. Qualifying, his time was 55.843, which starts him 19th on the starting grid. I would imagine Russ is going to try to drop to the back, avoid some accidents, and be there at the end. And good luck to him.
Sure thing. Yeah, I mean we're always recruiting here at Vigilante. I know Russell has definitely supported us throughout the season. He's always been on the broadcasts, commenting, and on the races. He joined us for the leftover, and he had some moments of trepidation because he didn't have the button map to clean the dirt off the windshield, and he had some moments in the leftover, but tonight here at Talladega, I don't think we're gonna. If he gets mud on the windshield, he's had to pull a Jimmy Horton and leave turn 3.
Yeah, or that Dale Earnhardt Sr. move when he gets out of the leans out of the window and wipes off his front windshield and then leans back in. That might be hard to do at 200 miles an hour, but we'll see how it pans out for him. You know, another thing I wanted to point out, Ricky, is my good friend and teammate Jeremiah Burke is in this race tonight, qualifying with a 55.795. He's going to be starting, looks like 7th on the grid, and newcomer to Limitless Esports, Dale Adamson. He's going to be joining the Vigilante Racing League. He's going to be our 4th truck in the Limitless Esports team. He's qualified with a 56.005. He'll be starting on the grid in 29th. So welcome aboard, Dale.
Absolutely, and I hear that the Silent Assassin, the winner of the finale last night at Michigan, is at Walmart shopping, doing some last-minute Christmas shopping tonight, and that's why he's not in this recruiting race. So I hope the Silent Assassin gets plenty of good Christmas presents. You could not pay me enough money to go to Walmart 2 days before Christmas. That's some fighting words.
Oh, I'm right there with you, Ricky. Walmart. I know. I live here in Stafford County, Virginia, which is about 30 miles outside of Washington, D.C. Very heavily populated. This time of year, Christmas, going into a store, I will pass. Little old ladies kicking you in the shins, shoving you out of the way. Toddlers attacking you. It's a madhouse.
Yeah. Have you got the guy, the Walmart door greeter at this point in the year is even irritated. You got the woman with the kid screaming in the cart, and the door greeters. He's lost his mind too, and he's going to ask the woman if she don't want to whip that kid, he's going to do it for her. It's pandemonium at Walmart this time of the year. You see all kinds of stuff.
At some point, the police department will be called, my friend. I can promise you that. I mean, we're talking about Walmart here. I got nothing against Walmart. I love Walmart, but there's definitely a different clientele between Walmart and Target. That's for sure.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. Looks like we're rolling off here, and the field is getting ready to take the green flag. I see that Vincent Short is showing up as on our standings as the number 27, but because we have the custom numbers, and this is a recruitment race, not everybody's going to have correct numbers on the screen, so he's going to show up as the number 15 truck here tonight. Greg Dobson is in his Aquaman Toyota, though, in the 085 on the outside front row. And Greg Dobson, he is one of the best qualifiers on plate tracks, and he's so smooth. I'm really happy to see Greg in the race tonight. I know he's a big supporter of the league, and like I said, he works. He usually can't race with us on Wednesday nights, so I'm glad to see him here tonight. And I can't play favorites, but man, I hope Greg has a good run here tonight.
I do too. Like I was saying earlier, I like Greg Dobson a lot. He's a class act. Anytime he's in a race, you're going to race around somebody that races clean, races competitively, and always puts on a good show. Sitting here watching now as the trucks are getting into turn 3 and turn 4, about to take the green. They had a bit of some guy spun the tires about to take off to take the green flag. So it's going to be an interesting start. It's already a little dicey in here. Riding at the back of the field with Chad Rapp, just bought league admin, just advised the guys that we're about to take green as they're coming up on the pit road. Let's see what happens here. Green, 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 and we're off. Looks like everybody got off to a clean restart. Inside line checks up a little bit. Looks like Russ Endicott's having some trouble. 9 car runs into the back of him. Old Russ did not get a good start. Looks like he's holding up that bottom line just a little bit.
As we look at the front of the pack, Greg Dobson getting a shove already from the 24 of Josh Whiteman out of New York, and Dobson's going to use that high line momentum to take the lead down the backstretch. We got a tandem on the inside also, Albert. The 44 is pushing pretty hard on the inside. That's Tidwell. We know he's not in the league, but we are familiar with him. Tidwell trying to push. Dobson trying to hold serve up front, but it looks like the inside line's coming back.
Oh, that inside line is working really well. Vincent Short in the 15 Chevy Silverado, still in first place. Started on the pole. It looks like he is the leader at lap 1 and holding on strong. That inside line is very, very steady.
Going in-car camera with the 15th place car of Donald Stewart right now, trying to see all the madness and the mayhem going on here in the pack. It looks like both lines trying to assert themselves. You got guys in the back trying not to lose the draft, Albert. You got to be careful here. I know guys like to hang out, and I do the same thing, but you can't hang out too far or you may lose the draft.
Not hard to do at all here at Talladega. You can hang out at the back. You can let off the accelerator for just a little bit too long. Next thing you know, you look up, the lead pack is getting further and further away, and you're losing more and more time. As I ride on board with Dale Adamson, he's in the back of the lead pack watching all the chaos going on. It looks like they're 3 wide up front crossing the start-finish line into turn 1.
Brian Rose taking it 3 wide on the outside, getting a push from Rodney Gurman in the 69 car. And Greg Dobson just got taken 3 wide. Oh, we got a little in the wall. Hopefully they can keep it steady.
Oh, there they go. There they go. Big wreck down the back straightaway. Oh, the 79 hard into the inside wall. Other trucks follow. It is calamity down the back stretch of Talladega here on lap 3 of the race, and that will bring out our first caution.
A lot of trucks involved in that wreck there. I'm backing it up now to try to get a look at exactly what happened there. So many trucks, they're all weaving around. It's going to be hard to see who was at fault, but we'll see what we can come up with.
Looks like Jarrett Woodard got turned a little bit by Ryan Nicoletta in the 59. That's what set that chain reaction off. Be interesting what the replay shows.
We'll look in a kind of go slow-mo and see what happened. Yep, there's a little bit of contact there. Oh, Jess Vaught catches, Kelly Keel catches. There's a lot of guys that caught it that I didn't know it, but they're going to have to come into the pits for some fast repairs. Tim Pope got sideways, and then there was just a parking lot behind him. Jonathan Osborne looks like he made a good move to get through that. We may go on board with him and see what happened with what it looked like from Osborne's perspective here, because he had definitely an interesting look at this wreck. So let's hit the cockpit view for Osborne and see what he saw. Everything was going good until it wasn't. Oh, and they just crash all around him. Good move by Jonathan Osborne, holding a steady wheel.
Yeah, Rick, I was looking at the replay myself. It looks like Nicoletta's in the middle lane. Woodard's on the outside lane, and it looks to me like Woodard came down on Nicoletta, turning Woodard sideways, and all pandemonium broke loose after that.
Well, let's try to take one more look at it here from a chase camera. See what happens. That is a mass of cars coming down the back, trucks coming down the back straightaway. I need to put money in the jar every time I say car. So yeah, Nicoletta is in the middle lane. It looks like maybe Jarrett did come down just a bit, and they barely make contact. And when you make contact here at Talladega, right front to left rear or left front to right rear, it's never going to turn out real well. And Woodard hits the inside wall, and that kind of finishes him off for now. Are we back to, let's go back to live racing here?
Yeah, I'm riding on board with Jess Vaught. Significant damage to the right rear of that truck. I don't know if he can make it down pit road and get a fast repair, but he has some heavy damage to the right rear of that truck. Hopefully Justin can get it fixed and get back in the race here.
Yeah, with the unlimited fast repairs, you'd think that we'd get all these guys back out here. There's Kelly Kill.
It looks like Just Vaught is the only truck with rear end damage. I haven't had a chance to take a look at the nose of a lot of these trucks yet, but Justice truck appears to be the only truck with rear end damage at the moment.
So we're pacing under caution here, trying to get everybody lined back up. Lee Tidwell, currently the leader in the 44. The 41 of Kevin Nicoletta second. Jess Vaught is showing third on my relative here. Josh, what do you see with all this? What's your take on it?
Well, I was actually able to be lucky enough to speak to Greg Dobson on the outside pole before the race started. I asked him what he was going to try to do this race, and he said not be the one that caused any incidents. And so far, it seems like he's sticking to that plan, guys.
Good stuff. Yeah, Greg Dobson, you never have to worry about him intentionally causing anything. I mean, everybody gets into it, and we all talk about it. Every once in a while, you're going to have an issue where something happens, but Greg Dobson is not one of these guys that's going to turn you. He's very consistent and always holds a pretty steady wheel.
Yeah, and it looked like he was. There was somebody trying to take him to the outside, make it 3 wide. I think Woodard was going to initially go up and maybe try to make it work on the inside, or on the outside. Might have had some reservations, gone back, and then met the nose of Nicoletta.
Well, this definitely shakes up the front of the pack here. We've got we've already got Osborne and Young Money Dell Adamson up toward the front of the pack here.
Looks like Jess Vaught got on to pit road and got himself a brand new truck. Looks like he's going to be restarting at the back in 25th, but still on the lead lap.
Yeah, riding with Jess right now here. He's at the tail end of the field, but he's got his Vigilante Alpha teammate, Kelly Kill, right there with him, and I believe Greg Dobson is back there with them as well, and I know that he'll be working with Jess and Kelly to get back to the front. So it looks like everybody, no harm, no foul. Everybody's basically back in it and getting ready to restart.
And, we're only on lap 6 here. So, these guys are going to have to calm down. They're going to have to get situated in their positions and click off some laps just to make sure that they're there in the end. But you're always going to get some guys who are going to want to get up front. They're going to want to lead. They're going to want to go in and out between top and bottom. So we'll see what happens here.
Yeah, and I'm actually looking over here on our broadcast feed, and I see that Mike Adamson is cheering for his boy Dale, as he would be. He's giving us a shout out, Albert, wanting to check in with us. And Mike Everidge, sorry you missed the race. Wishing everybody good luck tonight, and good to see Mike Everidge joining us and checking out the broadcast and supporting the league. Man, him and George Rincon are great guys with 3 Wide Racing and great supporters of the league.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Love those guys. And on that restart, that outside line did not take off. Russell Endicott off to a really, really bad restart once again, checking up the outside line there in front of Deion Jones.
Yeah, up front you can see a lot of movement, taking it 3 wide already down the middle of the back straightaway. Osborne with an aggressive move, and Kevin Nicoletta kind of got snookered there maybe a little bit by Osborne. I don't know if he expected that move, but Osborne, we know that kid is fast. He's aggressive. He's a great story. And he's really good at the play track. He's really good everywhere, but, man, he won an official Vigilante race at Talladega this year. So I think he knows how to get around here.
Absolutely. He knows how to get around. He's done it time and time again. Nicoletta on the outside line as they cross the start-finish line, making it 3 wide, trying to make that top lane work. They're going to have their work cut out for them up there.
Going to the blimp view to try to catch all the action, Albert, up front. The first 3 trucks taking it single file on the inside. A huge pack of cars, double file by them, 10 rows deep, and then some other guys. Let's go 4 wide down the back stretch. Why not? Let's see what happens. They make it. Jess Vaught. Let's see what's going on with Kelly Kill and Jess Vaught. Are they trying to play it safe and easy and ride out here in the back, or are they going to charge back towards the front?
Well, both of those drivers are thinkers. So they're looking at the aggression level going on up front now.
Oh, wreck. We've got another wreck.
Oh, no.
Right in front of Jess and Kelly, right as we're talking about it. Don't know what happened there, but there was a wreck coming out of turn 4. So let's go back and see what happens here with the wreck out of turn 4. Try to re-wreck that and figure out what happened, Albert. I just caught it.
Number 9 of Braden Leary was apologizing on the radio. I don't know if he was at fault or not, Ricky.
Well, let's say if number 9 is the one apologizing, he's probably the guy that we want to start with on trying to figure out what happened.
Oh yeah, he got him. He got the 99 of Josh Everts.
Did he turn him there, Josh? I didn't catch what happened there.
He got him. It was just a bad push on the right rear. 99 was stacking up. It looks like a little bit.
Just enough, and it don't take much. But yeah, let's go back and look at that again, because I'm looking here on the replay on our live feed, and it was a push, but it does look a little funny. We'll go to the chase cam and see what was going on here from Leary. He is running up on the back. It looks like they may have stacked up just a little bit too, and then he got into the 99, and 99 blinks out on the screen here, and Leary gets turned around. There's nowhere for the 86 to go. He just piles into it, and Jess and Kelly, we just went to look and see what was going on with them, and they were right back in the thick of that mess.
You know, Ricky, you touched on something there when you said nowhere to go. That is Talladega. When an accident happens in front of you in Talladega, multiple trucks involved, time and time again, the whole track is blocked up, especially if you're on a turn, which is the worst place for an accident to happen. You can look up, the whole track can be blocked up, and you can have absolutely nowhere to go. And if you can't get slowed up, you're going to drive right into the middle of it and have someone driving to the back of you.
That's right. I mean, it's just such a crap shot here at Talladega on what's going on. Looks like our Josh Bittner is on it tonight, Albert. He's already he's gone again. He's going up there to find out what happened and get the lowdown in the admin chat. We've got we got our champion up there, Tim Pope, Jeremiah, your teammate, your other new teammate, Dale Adamson. So we got some guys up there in the other chat that's probably got some opinions on what just happened.
Oh, I'm sure. And you mentioned Mike Adamson was watching the live broadcast there. I want to congratulate him on his win last night at Daytona. I believe he finished third or maybe fourth or fifth in the points this season. And that's after missing a couple of races. So that team's going to be one to watch out for next year. I'm not saying that just because I'm a member of the team, but Dale Adamson is joining us. He's fast. And those guys are going to put on quite a show next year.
It sounds like a Hair Club for Men commercial. I'm not only a member, I'm also a client.
That's right.
Which I could use that. I'm kind of a bald guy myself, so maybe we need some Hair Club for Men sponsorship to help me out a little bit.
I'm lucky so far. I'm 50 years old. I still got all of my hair. There's one or two gray hairs up there, but I've been lucky so far.
It's funny because I really actually do have hair. I just shave it because I'm fat and I'm always hot. So when I shave it, I feel a little more aerodynamic, and it keeps my brain a little cooler. I don't need my brain overheating.
Yeah, join the club, my friend. Me and you are a couple of big old boys. I shave my head as well in the summertime. It just makes things so much easier, and it's more aerodynamic. You know, Ricky, now that I think about it, maybe that's the problem I was having with my season. I didn't shave my head.
It wasn't aerodynamic enough for the races.
That's what it is. I think before the first race, the first Vigilante race of the year coming up here in February, I'm going to shave my head for good luck.
There you go. Yeah, that sounds like it can't hurt, right? At some point, it's you try any trick in the book. You get out the tarot cards. You'll do whatever you got to do.
Oh, absolutely. And I even have some real good car wax. So I might shave my head, put some car wax up there, get a nice shine going, and we'll see what happens.
Now, Josh Bittner just rejoined the chat, and he has no idea what we're talking about, and he's probably concerned. So without me trying to explain myself, I'll let Josh tell us what he found out up in the other channel.
Yeah, guys, I was just talking to the leader, Dale Adamson. Sounds like he has a strategy where he is just going to lead a couple laps and try to hang out up front.
Yeah, so it looks like he did stay out, it appears, if my tracker's correct. He's 11 laps into his run here. Tim Pope, everybody else looks like they're basically on 6-7 laps into the run. A couple of guys have pitted again after that last wreck that they're a couple 2 laps. So there's going to be definitely varying strategies. Josh, do we know how many laps we can make it on a tank of gas? Have we figured that out?
Yes, I asked before the race, so I know we're at 60% for gas. About 18 laps is what Jeremiah was telling me earlier. So with Dale Adamson, he's only got probably, I would say, 8 to 10 laps left, maybe.
Yeah, I mean,
maybe 11, 12.
With the cautions, it will help. But yeah, I mean, if he's 11 laps into his run right now, coming to green, he's going to have to pit pretty soon. So I think his strategy's probably banking on the fact there's going to be another wreck here fairly soon.
Guys, I hope I didn't miss anything, but my dog ran next to my computer and snatched my headphones out of the computer, and I went dead there for a second.
No, we were discussing Dale Adamson's pit strategy there. Albert looks like he's got about 10 more laps before he's got a pit. Some of these other guys have got a few more laps to the good, and then about 10 or 12 guys have just pitted on that last caution. So I think Dale's strategy is what I was saying is he's going to have to bank on another caution here pretty soon, or he's going to be making a green flag pit stop and maybe out of drafting help.
Yeah, if he has to make a green flag pit stop, he's definitely going to come out of the pits by himself, out of the draft, and that's going to put him in a real bad position.
He got 3 wide about the middle of the pack. Was that Osborne back here with your buddy Russell Endicott? I believe it was. Looks like they went 3 wide, got back everything sorted out.
Here comes Gurman on the outside again, taking it 3 wide.
There is a lot of movement here in the pack, so we will go back to the blimp, trying to catch everything. There is 3 by 3 behind the leaders. Tim Pope just cleared that, and 3 wide through the tri-oval can be trepidatious, but it looks like they all made it.
And, the trucks can get a little loose in that tri-oval, too. Around the rest of Talladega, they're pretty steady, but every now and again, coming through that tri-oval, especially that bottom line, can get a little loose, and the truck can get a little squirrely. Definitely not the place you want to go 3 wide.
No. We're on board here with Jeremiah Burke as he is following Vincent Short and Dale Adamson on the inside line. Jeremiah's running third. He's going to race smart and racing for the end of the race, not trying to push it too hard right now. We have
as the trucks come through the tri-oval here, coming back to the start-finish line, there are still 3 wide. I'm on board with Deion Jones. He's riding back in the 26th position, and it looks like just a bunch of chaos up in front of him.
It does, and look, the top line, Albert, the top line is moving up at the very top. Looks like we've got some guys with some momentum trying to make a run for the lead, and man, are they going to make it work?
I tell you what, they get enough trucks in that top line. That's the problem with the top line. Up against the wall, Osborne, yeah.
Kept it up there.
That was Rodney Gurman that had the big push from the 5 to almost get to the lead. Donald Stewart, two drivers not in our league, but putting it up front here tonight. And now we're going to go 4 wide for the lead. Oh, Lord. That's not going to work, but it does. And, wow.
For now.
Oh,
there they go.
They're saving it. They're wrecking. They're saving it.
Oh, wow.
Now they're wrecking. Oh, Pope. It's the big one. It's
the
big one. There is a truck upside down over top of the fence.
Trucks everywhere. I see Kelly Kill, Carter. Oh, my God. Woodard.
I want to check the RV park there. I think someone went airborne over the fence. Someone got a souvenir.
Yeah, someone caught a truck in the RV lot. Man.
Rodney Gurman has no deck lid on my screen. I've never seen that before.
Wow, we'll try to go back and sort it all out. That was massive. Saw it coming. He doesn't have a deck lid. Holy cow! Yeah, that was the truck that I was on when all this started to take place. And we will go back, re-rack it, and show you a few replays because we're going to have a few laps before we go back to green after that one.
Yeah, it's going to take these guys a minute to re-rack this. I'm backing it up now, taking a look at it myself. And
we have the 6 truck that it got a push. I don't know what happened. He gets into someone. Then the 5 truck gets turned by the 72 into the 728 of Pope. Pope hits the outside wall hard. It hooks the 15. He goes up on top of the fence and out of the park. He's the guy in the RV park. Your buddy Endicott, I see in the Red Dog truck getting pinballed around. Jarrett Woodard coming back up. The 6 truck has an adventure all the way through this crash. We'll go back into his in-car. And Josh, I think you're right. I don't know how, or maybe it's just a glitch, but it looks like it has torn the deck lid completely off of the 69.
That's impressive. I honestly could say I've never seen that with this damage model.
This damaged model didn't know that it could have this until it till we had this accident here at Talladega. So we'll back it up again. Maybe try to go through we'll go in the gyro cam of the 69 because this ought to be interesting.
I'm going to close my eyes because that gyro cam's going to make me puke.
Full speed, full send. You got guys getting turned. The 69 in the wall. Actually, okay, yeah, it got bad. It was kind of calm until that last 2 or 3 hits for him. Let's try to go inside the 6 truck because he's one of the other guys that had an adventure here. The 6 truck. Find out.
Now, Ricky, I have a question for you. Do these guys have unlimited fast repairs tonight, or what's their limit?
Yeah, they're unlimited. But if some of these guys keep driving like they are, they may be limited other ways.
Oh yeah.
So let's see if we can get on one of the trucks here that was in the crash. Don't know why it's not wanting to do that. Let's try to go back to the 69. And this was the lap before where they were pushing really hard on the outside, coming up on the outside of Pope, and we were commenting that the 5 and the 69 making it work. The 6 truck comes into this somewhere, and it just does not want to zoom in on him, so we'll try to go back to the another truck that was in the accident. The 24, I believe, was in the accident. Actually, we could probably say easier who wasn't in the accident. So they're coming down the front stretch. Jeremiah, I believe, does miss it. Jeremiah Burke. They're pinballing on the inside. They're stacking up. The 6 gets sideways. You can see it happening up here in front. And they come down. The 24 gets destroyed, comes back across the track. The 6 gets hit. 79 of Woodard. Dion Jones looks like he skated right through there and missed everything in the crash. So let's see.
I noticed that he got lucky on that one because just about every other truck in the field was wrecked.
Yeah, let's try to go inside with Dion Jones and see what he sees. And it doesn't. There we go. Oh, wow. So we see a truck pirouetting end over end upside down across Dion Jones's front end, and he drives right under that pirouetting truck and gets through there.
Wow.
Man, there's just so many cars crashed. I know Josh he's running his legs off down on pit road. He's back down in the pits trying to find out what's going on. I'm sure there's probably some guys not happy after this one, Albert.
Oh, absolutely. I'm looking at pit road now. Tim Pope just pulled off pit road. Kelly Kill is still sitting on pit road, surprisingly enough. It looked like he took his repairs and got 4 tires, but his truck is still sitting on pit road in danger of possibly going a lap down. It looks like the race admin, Just Vaught, is going to delay the restart to get all of the trucks lined up and get the wave rounds completed.
It's probably
Ricky,
not a bad idea.
Some people asking me for the link on YouTube. Could you share that link with us one more time?
Oh, sure. What if you go to my YouTube page? Let's see. How do you find it?
What's the name of that page?
Well, it's under Down and Dirty TN, but let me see if that's
okay.
the actual YouTube page. I could throw out a link. We could put it on. Do you know where the people are asking for the link? Because it'd probably be easier just to throw the link out.
Yeah, you can throw it out. I had a couple friends of mine texting me for the link.
All right. So we get the league here, the link and the league. So yeah, we will share that right here, the link with Mr. Anderson, and on the Vigilante general chat. That way Albert can send it to his friends and they can see it. And there's the link, and yeah, I can see the the broadcast here, which is delayed, so it's like we're time travelers if I'm watching it on YouTube. About 10 seconds. We're 10 seconds ahead of the curve.
Back
And
to the future.
Back to the future. Yeah. So are we about to go back to green is the question. We got Jeremiah Burke in the lead now.
They're currently working on waving a couple guys around.
Okay. All right. So working on some wave rounds. Dell Adamson was smart to stay out when he did, because now he is back on the same cycle as everybody else. Looks like we're all on the basically the same pit cycle. Jess Vaught looks like he is not, unless it just didn't count because it's showing him as 10 laps since his last pit stop. I'm not sure if that's correct or not. I see a truck going down the inside in the grass that just left the track. So I don't know if he was disconnecting or had some wheel issues or what, but there was a truck that just exited stage left.
Yeah, it looks like also Kelly Keel coming to get a lap back, taking a wave around. Russell Endicott taking a wave around. Got a lot of trucks taking a wave around, trying to get back on the lead lap here.
A lot of trucks trying to get back on the lead lap. I mean, this is a recruitment race. This is for fun, so trying to keep everybody in the mix the best they can. Got to get some of these guys calmed down just a little bit, though. It looks like they're just pushing a little too hard, but that's what you're going to have at Talladega. I mean, we talked about that. It's so easy to just overdrive it just a little bit, and one mistake, and then all of a sudden you've took out 20 guys.
Yeah, one little bobble, one little mistake, you hit somebody the wrong way. Perfect example. The same thing happened to me at Daytona during our race. I was pushing my teammate Jeremiah Burke and just hit him the wrong way and turned him. And just something so small like that can really turn a truck and take out half the field.
Yeah, it doesn't take much, and even the most skilled guys can have issues. So not calling anybody out. It's just, we got 75 laps here. We're only lap 19 into this race, so it'd probably be in some of these guys' best interest to just chill out a little bit and let it play out.
Ricky, my buddy Jeremiah Burke asked him to see if you can drag him to a different channel. I think he's hearing a lot of chatter and wants to go to a quiet room.
Okay, well, we can definitely do that. We will take Jeremiah to a different channel. Maybe.
I say let's harass him in here.
Well, it's not letting me drag Jeremiah down. I don't know why. I don't know if it's because usually I can drag people anywhere I want to, but today, as he's asking for this, there we go, and now I've got it, and he is in his own room. So Jeremiah has been put in timeout.
He's in a quiet room all by himself. That's what he wanted.
All right, so Jeremiah is now in a room by himself, so he can concentrate. I guess he's got to try to focus on the restart here. Josh, do we have everybody basically caught back up now to the lead lap, it looks like, that's still out there racing?
Yeah, I'd say one guy to watch out for, Tim Pope. He went 2 laps down when he had to get a full tow and everything, and he is back on the lead lap. He was running up front at the time of the incident, and he actually was the one that got right reared to start the incident, but he is back on the lead lap, so I would watch out for him especially.
Yeah, and he's back there with Kelly Keel, and you would expect both of them to come through the pack together. Greg Dobson is still showing on my screen 1 lap down. I don't know if he is a lap down or not.
Ricky, that's a good point there. Timothy Pope and Kelly Keel in the back. I expect to see those guys at the end of the race. We all know what a good pusher Kelly Keel is. We all know how good Timothy Pope is. If those guys get a chance to make a run to the front at the right time, they'll definitely do it.
Absolutely. So we're getting ready now finally to restart here. Jeremiah Burke is going to bring them down, and we'll go overhead and watch the restart as they are doubled up 2 by 2. Jeremiah Burke, Brian Ross, Dell Adamson, Michael Simmons, and Kevin Nicoletta, your top 5 right now. That is sure to change by the time they hit the backstretch. Looks like
everybody's off.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I was about to say on this restart, it looks like everybody's kind of giving each other a little more room to at least on the start here. Jeremiah Burke on the inside, dragging Brian Rose along with him. They're trying to get 3 trucks established. It looks like, he's got teammate Dell Adamson actually in second, right behind him, pushing Jeremiah down the back straightaway. So those two going to try to stay together, I'm sure, as teammates.
Yeah, if those Limitless boys can stay together up front, Dale pushing Jeremiah, if they can stay hooked up at the front and not get taken out, I'm guessing they're going to be there at the end as well.
Yeah, we know the 99 was fast. He was in that last wreck, and he's already back up through there, so he's going to have a strong truck here. Actually, he shows 99 on our screen, but I don't think that's the correct number on the sim. I believe he's shown as the number 1. That would be Josh Everts. So we can go back to the tail of the field here and see what's going on. If Kelly Keel, Tim Pope making any progress. Kelly Keel running the high line near the back. I see Pope is about halfway back up through there already on the outside lane.
Yeah, the 86 of Shaw jumped to the outside there just before the tri-oval, but it doesn't look like the outside line is put together quite enough to make a run for it yet.
Here comes Pope again. He's ripping that outside lane. That's where he thrives. He likes to rip that wall and bring people with him.
He's got the 86 up there with him right now that's either in his way or the one that he's going to push to the front. And trying to hook on to John Sino out of Indiana. I apologize for any spelling or name errors. If the drivers are actually in our league, we will try our best to pronounce your name correctly. Oh, there we got another wreck at the back. Only a couple of trucks this time, 3 or 4. Oh, Pope's in it. Well, no, it's more than 3 or 4. We got a parking lot of trucks. Somebody going end over end. And the caution.
And there's the caution.
We're going to, man, it's tough. It's just I guess everybody's in you'd think they'd be in the Christmas spirit and in a giving mood, but man, nobody's wanting to give. It's a lot of take out here tonight, guys.
I don't think anybody's feeling the Christmas spirit here right now on lap 24 with the amount of cautions, and we've seen some aggressive driving so far, so there doesn't seem to be a lot of give, Ricky. You're right about that.
And I just each and every driver out here is we'll see what happens here with Pope. Oh, maybe that was some net code. Look, trying to go again. There's an orange truck in the middle.
Carson Conway.
Yeah, that was a net code. He did come back up across the track, but it was net code. And then, the 72 absolutely launches down the out of turn 4 at Conway. So we'll try one more time here and look at a different view, see what we can come up with here. Conway was in the middle. They had a pack, and then some guys got high. And I don't know if Conway kind of lost the front end there. He goes down, comes up a little, and I do believe it was net code, but may have got him anyway. And then he gets turned up on his roof, on his side, end over end.
I'd have to imagine iRacing is working on this netcode issue. netcode has been an issue for the Vigilante team, the Vigilante League, in a couple of different races where netcode has played a factor in the race.
It has. It definitely has. The one thing that it's such a good sim, but the netcode has been a problem. It seems like here recently for a lot of guys.
Yeah, and I'd have to imagine that iRacing is doing something to address it. And I mean, iRacing is an excellent platform. Well, none of us would be a part of it if it wasn't. So I'm sure they got their team of crack engineers and coders working on it as we speak.
Yeah, they're always looking to improve. I mean, when I started on the sim in 2009, it was a little bit different than it is right now.
Josh, I got a question for you, buddy.
Yes, sir.
Have you got all your Christmas shopping done yet?
It's funny you asked. I actually just finished it today, so this is a new record. Usually, I'm to the buzzer on Christmas Eve. How about you?
Well, yeah, I gave out a lot of gift cards and gave the kids some cash because that's what they wanted more than anything is cash. But what did you get me, Josh? I can't wait to see what you got me, buddy.
Probably a new podcast host.
Oh, yeah. As soon as I heard them crickets there, that hesitation, Ricky, I knew he didn't give me nothing. And I got to tell you, my feelings is hurt.
Okay, so as a avid listener to the Vigilante Report podcast and producer, I think Albert dropped a hint, Josh, the other day. I mean, he said he had underwear that was older than you. Underwear probably would have been a really, really good gift for Albert for Christmas.
If only we could put some of that VRL branded stuff up in the Teespring store.
We do have a Teespring store. We do have VRL branding, and I don't think that we have underwear available. But if we did, Josh Bittner would have VRL branded underwear available at our Teespring store. Josh, since we've got a minute, tell the loyal listeners some of the stuff that we got going on at the store, because we do have some pretty cool stuff.
Yeah, and it's been really fun. We've only started it, I'd say, about a month ago, really. Not even a month ago. We've just started it, and we've been working on some designs, Ricky and I. So we have things that cater not only to league members or people interested in the league or that are entertained by it. We also have stuff for sim racing in general, some race fan gear as well. Put out a couple stuff last week, and we're working on some more stuff in the next coming weeks, more logo gear. We're working on a little bit of a league logo, I would say, too, more universal, because we've had a couple different variations of it. Some we've had to change due to various legal reasons. But anyways, it's been a lot of fun. Anybody that's interested in it, we have the links for the store up on Facebook and also on in the Discord channel as well. I have that pinned in the Vigilante store section.
Josh, I got a shirt. I love it. I ordered a 4X shirt because I was worried about shirts shrinking. You know, my shirts in the past have shrunk. That did not happen from your shirt. I put it in the washing machine. It's been washed about 7 times now, and it hasn't shrunk at all. So I have a very comfortable, very well put together shirt, and I'm sure I'm going to be ordering more from the store here real soon.
Shrinkage is something we all have to worry about at some point or another.
Especially when it's cold outside.
It's cold. I just saw somebody that probably wishes they could shrink. I don't know what happened, but the 5 and the 24 made some pretty heavy contact down the back stretch here under caution. And I don't have the chat enabled because I don't want to catch any flack from from the censors. So, but I almost bet that somebody was not happy with what just happened.
Looks like he got the boot.
The 24 was booted?
Yes, sir.
Well, I can't say I blame him. Just, call a spade a spade. When you run into somebody under caution going 80 miles an hour on the backstretch, and that's the best you can do, you probably shouldn't be in here.
Yeah, and that'll get you kicked out for sure. That won't only get you kicked out of this league and these recruitment races, but it'll get you kicked out of many other places too. There's a lot better ways to handle things.
I mean, Vigilante Racing League is definitely not a daycare. We expect adult drivers and guys and girls to behave themselves accordingly.
As we're back underway, Jeremiah Burke actually let up a little bit, let his teammate at Limitless Esports, Dale Adamson, take the inside lane, so they're back in line together.
Yeah, them boys are looking stout up there. Dale Adamson's in the lead, Jeremiah Burke pushing. It looks like they're starting to check out just a little bit, putting a little distance between themselves and the outside line there. And Josh, just so you know, I'm not real comfortable with you buying me underwear. That's just a little too personal. We had to think of something else.
Yeah, I didn't know what size to get you, so I had to get you each size.
Ooh,
As a friend, I was concerned.
That was a good save on the inside line from the 822 because he clipped the apron there coming out, and Michael Simmons almost went for a ride. Held on to it, thankfully, because he was running in the top 7 or 8, and that would have been another big crash. But we're 3 by 3 by 3, and these guys are not holding back. It's Christmas chaos here on Vigilante Racing League. Is it Festivus, the day before Christmas?
Yes, I love Festivus. I'm going to get me a Festivus poll and talk about my grievances with people.
That was a good episode. I didn't lie. I didn't really watch Seinfeld all that much, but that was a good episode. I'll give it that.
Oh, absolutely. Looking at Tim Pope on the outside line here, he is pushing. It looks like the 89 up there, pushing him as hard as he can on that outside line to get that third lane working.
Yeah, it's the 69 of Rodney German, I think. The 89 is in the middle lane. Josh, you've got better eyes than both of us. Is it the 69 on the high side?
Yep, with Pope, and if Jess gets a little bit closer on that outside, that green 33 truck, it might also help close the gap too. Get that 69 up front. Oh, a little bit net code,
and then they're going. Oh,
yeah,
another.
That was a net code, lads.
Looks like Woodard gets through there this time. Let's see what happens. Osborne, he's through it. So looks like we have some netcode issue this time. Where did it trigger, Josh? Who was the trigger car here?
Looks like the 41 truck. The 10 truck was up a little bit, and that was just a netcode.
So we'll go on the 41 here and look in slow-mo, see what happened. He's... the 10 goes up. Well, the 10 does go up, but yeah, it was netcode. And then he saved it, but I guess the speed difference slowed him down. The 59 got into him. Jess nowhere to go. Gosh, Greg Dobson nowhere to go. And Dobson and Aquaman goes for a ride. Dion Jones rips the front of that beautiful silver Goodrich service Chevy off, and we've got another crash.
You know, Ricky, it looks like the 11 truck was on the bottom there, the 11 Budweiser truck, and it looks like he come up a little bit into Nicoletta, into the second lane, and definitely netcode. No doubt about it, it was netcode. 41 turns, overcorrects, and the 59 gets him to the back of him, and off they go.
Yeah, I mean, it's unfortunate. You try to go on board. You could see the 10 slide up, but there's no actual contact. And then he saves it, but I think it slowed him down. And the 59 just couldn't check up quick enough. And he
Ricky,
gets into him.
If I'm not mistaken, I think the server might have run out of time here. I think Jess might have made a comment.
Oh, no.
The word on the street is there is going to be a locked down server made afterwards or shortly.
All right, so we well, it happens. I mean, it's nobody's perfect, and this race was there's a lot of torn up trucks anyway, so I guess we're almost out of time. Is that correct, or are they out of time? Hey, it says there's only 51 minutes elapsed on the time that I see, so I don't know what the server time looks like.
It looks like a lot of drivers have manually disconnected. Jess Voigt making some announcements now, and it looks like we're going to be moving to a different server.
All right, so we'll see about possibly moving to different servers also. And if we don't, then this was a test broadcast, and you got to see a lot of wrecks here a couple of days before Christmas, if nothing else. And we talked about all kinds of big, interesting things here tonight, and trying to iron it out just to see how we do on a broadcast. Josh Bittner running his butt off on pit road, finding out everything that's going on, and yeah. So I guess we're gonna rack it up.
You know, Ricky, if anybody has any complaints about our broadcast here tonight or complaints about our podcast,
they're calling you right there, and there they are. My God, just on the money.
That's them right on the money. And I'm going to have everybody send those complaints to Josh Bittner, Slide Job Street, Anywhere Town, USA. He'll be happy to address those complaints.
And I don't know how they got Albert's number that quick, but I am impressed. Josh, so your first day as pit reporter, had to sneak in the back door of the track, and then we're going to have to sneak into a different track, I think. So it's just went swimmingly here tonight.
Yeah, I'm really getting my steps in, guys, on pit road. I think I hit like at least 10,000. Now I'm just checking my watch.
Heck of a job, buddy. You did really good.
Thank you. I kept going back and forth between people kicking me out of their voice channels.
If anybody is wondering why Josh is the pit reporter, it's because Ricky and I are way too old and big to be running back and forth down the pit road, and one of us may have a heart attack.
That's
definitely Josh
true.
is doing that.
That is definitely true. Okay, so we will see if we re-rack it here in just a bit. If not, hey, we had a test broadcast and got to do a few fun things, and I learned what I'm not good at and what I need to do better. So, if nothing else, we had fun. And before we kick it off tonight, though, guys, you got a Vigilante Report podcast covering the last race of the 2021 season next Monday. That'll probably come out on Tuesday, I would imagine.
Yeah, looking forward to it. For the next episode should be fun. We'll go over the championship, and also I think we'll probably do the week after. It's not set in stone yet, but we'll do the more of an award show. That still has to be, that's TBD right now, and also the platform that it's going to be delivered on. That one really looking forward to as well.
Yeah, we are going to come up with some awards.
Yeah, that would be amazing on an award show. And, you know, the podcasts are getting better and better and better. Josh, you do one heck of a job on that podcast, putting it all together. It would be total chaos if it wasn't for you, because I'm not in control of anything and I hardly know what's going on as far as the technical stuff goes. So thank goodness for you. And Ricky, you're the executive producer of it, putting it all together, cleaning up the mess that Josh and I have made during the podcast. And you do an excellent job at that. So we're having a lot of fun over there.
Yeah, and I also do want to say that we'll have the actual professionals back in the real booth for the Vigilante race in 2 weeks. And guys, I know you'll talk about it on the podcast on Monday, or Tuesday. I am really looking forward to. Jess Vaught had an excellent idea of the hooligan race that's going to be coming up in 2 weeks at Michigan. Any driver in the Vigilante Racing League that competed in season 1 that did not win a race, we're going to have 5 25-lap stages at Michigan that pays $25 a stage, and the winner of each stage transfers to the All-Star race the following week. So money's on the line, some pride's on the line, All-Star races on the line. I think that is going to be really fun, and unfortunately, me and Albert have to race in it.
Yeah, we're going to be racing in it. Josh got a win this year. Congratulations on that. But with him winning, he's not eligible to run in the hooligan race. And Ricky and I are the designated hooligans. we're going to be running in that race. It should be exciting, a lot of fun.
Now, I have a feeling as long as we have hooligan races, I'm going to be a hooligan. So I'll just try to get my practice in for the future hooligan races.
You know what? Speaking of hooligans, guys, we actually got 2 on the track still. They're going at it. We got Kevin Nicoletta and we got Ryan Nicoletta. These 2, I have a feeling they're related. They're going back and forth, just running some laps together. They're the only guys left on the track. That's great broadcasting material right there.
Hey, I mean, 2 trucks at Talladega, you can't beat that with a stick. So
no. I think the one's leaving. It might have been a matter to see who bowed out last so they can get the W.
Somebody got the W. Yeah, Deion Jones held in for a while, and it looks like he has bowed out now himself. So I think if they're bowing out, it's time that we bow out for right now, and we'll try to come back with another test broadcast race. Who knows? Maybe tonight. I don't know. We'll see what they're cooking up in the other channel. If not, then we're just trying to get a little bit of practice for Dustin Riley's Stadium Truck League, and maybe trying to do a couple of races to support our Vigilante Stadium trucks down the road.
It's been awesome tonight, guys.
All right, guys. So at least for right now, and maybe for the rest of the night and the next few days, this is Ricky Wittenberg with America's driver and the world's driver, Albert Anderson, and just gonna send it, Josh Bittner, signing off